Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Nosh. How's it going? Hope everyone is doing well. This message is a special message for Sagittarius placements. So if you have Sagittarius in your chart, you have a Sag stellium, Sag moon, Sag rising, Sag sun, gather round, grab your tea, grab your leftover turkey, and let's get into it. I felt that I needed to put this message out because I have a lot of clients that are Sagittarius, a lot of clients that have Sagittarius placements in their charts. And I just wanted to go over what a Sag stellium is. A stellium is having more than one placement in a certain zodiac sign. So say you have a Sag sun, Sag rising, Sag moon, that's a stellium. Say you have a Sag sun, Sag rising, Sag moon, Sag Mercury, Sag Venus. Some people have, things like that. So that's considered a stellium for those of you who didn't understand what a stellium was. So it's having more than one place in your chart that is governed by Sagittarius or the planet Jupiter. So that's a stellium, okay? And I wanted to get into, this is, like I said, this is for people who have Sagittarius in their chart. I've been listening to a lot of readings, not only mine, but other readers as well too. And I keep seeing this theme coming up for Sagittarius. And again, to all my clients that are Sagittarius, you guys know who you are. We have our fun when we talk on the phone. And if you are a Sagittarius, or even if you're not a Sagittarius, if you're looking for a reading, a tarot session with me, a tarot reading with me, please get in contact with me. Please message me on Instagram. My Instagram is I'm Your Dad, IMYERHDAD_. Message me there and we can get you a session. So getting into the message that I have for Sagittarius is, it seems like Sagittarius, now you know this for a fact. I think every Sagittarius that I've ever spoken to has relayed this to me. So I totally get where you guys are coming from. You have to understand Sagittarius is a very optimistic sign. I'm going to give you a little background first, and then we're going to get into the message. So this way you don't feel alone, okay? You don't feel like there's something wrong with you, Sagittarius. There's nothing wrong with you, Sagittarius. The only thing that you do wrong is that you fall, but you get back up. And this is where the message is going. Sagittarius is a very optimistic sign, and it's also ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of luck. Okay, so luck goes hand in hand when you are ruled by Jupiter. That's why you'll also understand Pisces as well too. They're the same way. But out of all of the signs, Sagittarius is the planet that is governed by Jupiter. Jupiter is what houses Sagittarius. So who is the ruler of Jupiter is Sagittarius. Like, you know how you have your zodiac signs where the ruler of Aries is Mars, the ruler of Taurus is Venus, the ruler of Gemini is Mercury, the ruler of Cancer is the moon, the ruler of Leo is the sun, the ruler of Virgo is Mercury, the ruler of Libra is Venus, the ruler of Scorpio is Pluto, the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter, the ruler of Capricorn is Saturn, the ruler of Aquarius is Saturn and Uranus, the ruler of Pisces is Neptune and Jupiter. So that's why when I say the planet that governs you, the planet that rules you is Jupiter, Sagittarius. Okay, so if you ever want to know anything about a Sagittarius, look up the planet Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter actually has a lot of moons, so it's constantly going through phases. Makes sense? It's constantly going through a stage of release, and letting go of things. So it's a planet that has a lot of storms. Figure it has so many moons. Imagine how many storms it has. So getting back to the message, Sagittarius, you are very optimistic. Sagittarius, you also have eliminated a lot of things in your life that no longer serve you. It's very easy to say, oh, I'm letting go of things that no longer serve me, but it's very hard to do. But for Sagittarius, you have to understand, it is very simple because Sagittarius is into growing and evolving and chasing that knowledge. If there's anything that Sagittarius chase is learning. They love to learn. You want to get to know a Sagittarius, take a class with them. or do something with them where they are learning something. Sagittarius love to learn. Well, they are the teacher of the zodiac. So whatever they learn, they love to teach others. And that's another thing, Sagittarius. If you are looking for a job, if you're looking for a place where you can fit in, it would definitely do you good to look into a place with a higher education, or to teach something, teach a talent that you have. Teach a class. These people are good motivational coaches. I wonder why, and we'll get into that too. These people are good with leading others to hope, because the 9th house is about spirituality, religion, right? Spirituality and religion and spirit. What is spirit? Spirit is infinite. Hence, so is Sagittarius's optimism. So with Sagittarius being so optimistic, like, I want you to picture a friend group that is constantly depressed, and here comes Sagittarius that's part of that friend group and tells you guys, hey, you don't need to be depressed anymore. There's a solution to every problem. We can get to it. Let's be optimistic about it. That's Sagittarius in the group. Okay? Now, with the message, let's entangle the message with Sagittarius's optimism. Okay? Let's sew that together. So, Sagittarius, you either used to hang out with someone or you used to be around someone that saw your optimism and was very jealous of it. In this person's world, it was end all be all, okay? Where you were the opposite, where if something happened to you, you still found a way to fight out of it. It's like this, it's Sagittarius's belief is it's not always going to be night. The dawn will come soon. So, but with this person, I'm getting heavy on the Capricorn. I'm getting heavy on the Leo. I'm getting heavy on Virgo. I'm getting heavy on, I want to say Libra. So it's a combination of air signs, earth signs, and water signs. Okay? And Scorpio. So air, earth, fire, and water. The reason why I'm saying that is, it's to help you understand who it is for you. Now, for many of us, it may be an earth sign. For many of us, it may be a fire sign. There could be a Leo that has something against us. So if I had to pick a sign out of each element, let's say for the earth signs, I would say it's all three of them, Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. So is there somewhere down in the past, you pissed a Virgo off, you pissed a Taurus off, you pissed a Capricorn off, right? In the water signs, you pissed off a Pisces or a Scorpio. In the fire signs, you pissed off a Leo, because Sagittarius and Aries really just don't care. To be honest with you, Aries really does not give two fucks in the world. You're either in their life or you're not in their life, and then that's how they are, which is Aries. I love you guys. Sagittarius is the same way. Sagittarius is the old fire sign out of the group. Sagittarius does not care. Sagittarius is too busy trying to figure out how to live a better life that they're not worried about the mundane and the petty things. Okay? So anyways, this person from the past is extremely upset with you, to the point that this person is obsessed with you. Okay? Obsessed to the point they check you out every day. They try to see what's going on with you. They pull cards on you. They've also been hitting you with a lot of magic. A lot of negative energy. And the only thing I'm going to say to that is, Sagittarius, you are the proof of what's going on. If you are a healed Sagittarius, you're bypassing this. If you're an unhealed Sagittarius, it's hitting you. And now I'm going to tell you the difference between a healed Sag and an unhealed Sag. Which happens? Just like you don't develop maturity till your frontal lobe grows. Just like that, you don't develop maturity within the astrological eyes till you hit your Saturn return. So many of you who are listening are probably, you guys either didn't hit your Saturn return or you done hit your Saturn return, and you're evolving to who you're supposed to be. Now, an unhealed Sag will start arguments for no reason. I'm being very honest, and if it bothers you, I'm sorry. This is just a category of unhealed and healed. So let's talk about the unhealed first. Unhealed Sagittariuses want to make it about them. Everything is about them. They're extremely sensitive. They play victim with everything. They try to control everything. It's like, and they also love to run away. They never take accountability, and they love to run away from something. So say you're dating someone, right? And they don't want commitment. It's because that person is unhealed. Well, then that's a double-edged sword right there. It's a little too broad. If they don't want commitment with you, maybe you're just not the person for them, and this is why they're not committing. Okay, because a Sag who wants a commitment with someone, you will know. That's one thing about Sagittarius. If a Sagittarius is not telling you they like you, they want to be around you, they're not calling you, they're not up your ass, basically, that honestly, it means they don't like you. Because for one thing, Sagittarius loves to do something with the people they like and care about. They always want to do something together. Together in the sense where, hey, let's go to the mall. Hey, let's go to the movies. Hey, I just found this new shop I want to go to. Come with me. That's the type of person Sagittarius is. Okay, that's the type of character they are. They want to invite you into everything that they're doing. And if you're around a Sagittarius who's not doing that, then you need to look at yourself and see how close you really are. Because a Sagittarius that's close with you, you'll know it. Because they're constantly calling you. They're constantly up your ass. They're constantly giving you attention. This is the basic sign. If they don't give you attention, they really don't like you. Okay, so not trying to hurt anyone's feelings, but if a Sag is not giving you attention, that's a red flag. They're not interested. Okay, or as they say, they're not into you. So with that being said, anyways, going back to me, I was getting off topic. Sagittarius, there is a person in your past that wants to know so badly what you're doing. And I think I did a tarot reading that I just posted up before. I think it's before this one. If you want to take a look at that, that'll give you a little more insight as well, too. Where someone is really upset that you're not bothered. Because no matter what they're throwing at you, it's not working. I'm going to say it again. Whatever they're throwing at you is not working. And no matter how big and bad they go, no matter how much they throw at you, they're not understanding that the reason behind them being upset with you is not Sag's fault at all. This is why it's not working. You have to understand, magic also is deemed under a law. Okay, everything has laws, so above, so below. Whatever goes on in heaven, in hell, whatever goes on here on earth as well too. Just like we have ranking systems, we have the military, we have a general, we have a lieutenant. Same thing happens in hell and heaven. We have a ranking system, okay? I just want to put that out there. People are like, what do you mean? What I mean is that magic is governed under a law. Now, if you put magic out there to target someone, and that person is falsely being accused and being targeted, there are forces that will protect that individual because that's how it works. Okay? Now, if you throw magic at someone who really did do something, who is justly accused, right? There's falsely accused and justly accused. Who is justly accused? Who's justified by the accusation, or the accusation is justified. You have receipts, you have this, and that. Then yes, it will touch that person. The magic will go through. The target will be completed. Mission completed. But when you are targeting someone who really did not do anything to you, what's going to end up happening is it's going to boomerang right back to you. Or it's going to disperse. And that is what's going on, Sagittarius. The healed Sagittarius, okay? There was a person in your past that was with you, right? You two did something together. You guys were, friends at one point, or even lovers at one point. And then what ended up happening is that you took your energy and your power away from that person because you saw something there that intuitively made you pull away. Okay, because that happens. Do you ever feel that intuitively you just pull away from someone one day? One day you just wake up and you're just like, nah, you know what? I don't know. I don't like the way that person said that. And it doesn't just take one, for someone to say something once. It has to build up with Sagittarius. Like if you constantly say things, Sagittarius, if Sagittarius cares about you and loves you, they'll just shove it under the rug. Like, oh yeah, okay, whatever. That person is just like that. But they do keep a mental note. So then one day when you do say something that is the last straw on the camel's back, that's when Sagittarius is like, you know what? That's it. That's it. This person has said so many things and I let it go, but this time this person said this, I'm not letting it go. And that's when you find yourself being distant from Sagittarius, or Sagittarius starting to become cold. Now, that's just, you know, this video is about Sagittarius, okay? Just in case someone has forgotten, because I feel like someone's going to catch an attitude like, well, what do you mean? So if I said this about Sagittarius, what if they really did that to me? And if they really did that to you, then it's best that they distance themselves now, isn't it? If someone is doing something to you that you don't like, isn't it better if they just distance themselves, right? Okay, then. But anyways, so someone is sitting there targeting you because of something that happened to them. They're thinking that it's your fault, that you said something, that you did something. And it's all under assumption and wrongful accusation. So now while this person is throwing these things at you, this dark energy at you, this negative energy at you, you Sagittarius, right, the healed ones, are still prospering. You're still moving through life protected. Why? Because you really did care for this person. Like, I'll give you an example. I'll give you like a little story. We'll give you a fake story. Say you were dating someone, Sagittarius, and you really loved this person. You were all in it with your heart. You found out that this person started cheating on you, right? You pull away, you break up with them, you never speak to them again. Now, this person is upset because nothing is going right. Nothing is going for them. Or we don't even have to take it to that dire extent of them cheating on you. Maybe they just weren't putting in as much as you were putting in, or they weren't reciprocating the energy that you were giving them, Sagittarius. So you were like, you know what, me and my energy are just going to take it and leave. We're just going to pack up shit and we're going to leave. Now, this person, whoever you were with, is upset because soon as they realized, soon as you left, things started not working out for them. Okay, so where they were getting a new job offer, you know what, now they're not getting any more job offers. If they started a new job, they ended up losing their job. If things were working out with them and their families, now everything is falling apart. Why? Because Sagittarius is the sign of luck. It's like having a rabbit's foot in your pocket when you are around a Sagittarius. This is why Sagittariuses are naturally the type of people who keep boundaries around them. That's just natural from the gift of the universe, because Sagittarius is a very lucky sign. And if you don't believe me, which I know you do, but you're like, no, it's not. It really is, guys. It really is. If you say you go to a horse race, right? Like horse racing, and you have a Sagittarius in the group, tell the Sagittarius to bet for you. Or even to walk up with you to the counter to bet. Guarantee you will win some money because you have luck in your corner. Now, Sagittariuses are very lucky for other people as well as they are for themselves. But this is what happened, and this is what this person is not understanding. That while they had Sagittarius in their corner, Lady Luck was shining on them. And now that Sagittarius is no longer in their corner, their luck went back to being the way it was. Some of you are naturally lucky. You don't have to have Jupiter in your chart or Jupiter watching over you to be lucky. Some of you have your ancestors for that luck, your lineage for that luck, your bloodline for your luck. But one sign that has luck automatically is Sagittarius. And Pisces, sorry. Pisces and Sagittarius are very lucky. These two signs are the ones that tend to manifest very quickly. They manifest for others as well, too. So you also have to be careful what you tell a Sagittarius and a Pisces. Long time ago, about 10-15 years ago, when I was learning astrology, right? I was taking classes for astrology. My professor explained to me, and just as a joke, the professor said to us, if you want something to happen for you, go talk to a Sagittarius and go talk to a Pisces. Like, say you have a business idea. Like, you have this business idea and you want it to happen. Go tell a Sagittarius. Go tell Sagittarius in details what you want and how you want that business to look like. Sagittarius will manifest it for you just by listening, because they're generating manifestors. And then he also added, now say you want something to happen for you even quicker, go to a Pisces. Win Pisces sympathy. If the Pisces is sympathetic enough for you, they will wish it for you. So that's why we started looking at Pisces and Sagittarius as the genies of the zodiac signs. You want to get married? Go tell a Sagittarius. Go tell Sagittarius who you want to get married to, what kind of wedding you want to have, blah, blah, blah. You want to get married like next year because you're lonely? Go tell a Pisces. Pisces, oh, I'm really lonely. I wish I had somebody. I really want to get married. And then all you have to do is move Pisces heartstring. Soon as Pisces feels that sympathy for you, like, oh my God, yeah, you're such a good person. You know, you should find someone. Someone should come to you. You know what they do within their heart? They make a wish for you. Like, you know what? This person is really nice. This person is really good. You know, God, I really wish that this person would get what they want. And bam, you end up getting married. Why does this happen? Because of the planets that rule over these zodiac signs. So anyway, so when you were with this person was telling you their dreams, their desires, and since Sagittarius, you love them so much, you cared for them so much, you know what you did? You wished it for them. You helped them manifest it. And Sagittarius, you do this a lot you do this for almost everybody. I honestly, like, you're the type of individual, whoever you're with, you want people to have as well too, not only you. That's one thing that's beautiful about Sagittarius. They don't fight over the limelight. Everybody can be in the limelight. There's enough light for everyone. There's enough money for everyone. Everyone can be happy. And that's another thing. Sagittariuses don't compete. Yes, they may be arrogant. I'm not trying to say Sagittarius is a complete angel, a complete saint. They're very arrogant too, though. But they have a reason to be arrogant because the department that they're arrogant in, the category that they're arrogant in, they really excel. Like, say you have a Sagittarius that can sing, and whenever they do something, they start singing, and they're like, yeah, I know, I sang so beautifully. It's because they did sing beautifully. Whatever they do, they put their heart and soul into it. And with whatever they're putting their heart and soul into, they are arrogant about it. How many Sagittarius that you know that have children who love their children and they're arrogant about their children? They constantly tell you about what their children are doing. You know, what Sagittarius you probably know a Sagittarius that loves their job and they do really well at their job and they talk to you about it. Like, oh, you know, I did this, I did that. Sagittarius will talk about the things that they are good in. Which is nothing wrong with that. No, it's not. I think everybody can learn from that because a lot of you downplay yourself with the skills and the hobbies that you have and the talents that you have. Sagittarius will help you understand that it's good to be your own cheerleader because that's what Sagittarius is. They're their own cheerleader. Not only are they their own cheerleader, but they're a cheerleader for you. They're also a cheerleader for anybody they're around. Hence, with that being said, they were cheering on someone, right, Sagittarius? You were cheering someone on, but then you saw that this person didn't feel the same as you, so you stopped cheering them on. You felt this person lied to you, you felt this person did something to you, so you stopped cheering them on, and you moved away from this person. Now, that person that you moved away from, that person that you cut off, and for some of you, it could be several people, right? Several energies that you probably cut off. Those energies are really upset because they don't know what you are doing. They don't know what you're doing because you're moving very silently. And good for you. Good for you, Sagittarius. But I would be very, very careful on who you're telling your business to because this person is trying to pry really bad. Like, if I were you, Sagittarius, and I have social media, I would just keep everything off of social media for a little bit. I wouldn't even like share anything with anybody till you know how like there people. Okay, I'll give you an example. Women who are pregnant do not reveal their pregnancy about 6 to 7 months. You want to know why? Some people don't even tell anybody. Some people just disappear till they have the baby. There's a reason because of that. There's a lot of evil eye out there. There's a lot of negative energy out there that will, try to hurt you when you're doing good. And being pregnant with a child is the most beautifulest thing in the world. And a lot of people are envious of it because there's a lot of women who cannot have children, a lot of women who can't afford to have children, a lot of women who don't have the right men in their life to have children with. So it's natural for someone to be jealous of someone who is pregnant. But then there's some people out there who really don't care. Like me, I know I am not having children this lifetime. So it is something that it's like, okay, it is what it is. And that's what it's going to be. No children. Okay, I will adopt. But that's because being an unhealed person and being a healed person are two different things. So Sagittarius, in life as you're walking, it's best for you to be silent because there are a lot of unhealed individuals that are jealous of your progress. These people literally attacked you to leave you dead, but it didn't happen. Every time they tried to unalive you, you resurrected. Every time they tried to kill everything off around you or destroy everything around you, you built it again. The song that's coming to my head is Post Malone's song where he talks about something about burning his house down and he'll just build another one. That's what Sagittarius is constantly doing. These people have been coming in Sagittarius and destroying you and trying to do this and trying to do that, lying about you, dragging your name through the mud and everything, telling people how you did this and telling people how you did that. But yet you are not saying a word to anyone, and continue doing that. Some people are even sending you compulsion for you to pick up the phone and call them. And now you're going to be like, well, what's compulsion? No, compulsion is when you sit there and you telepathically try to send messages to someone else in order for them to think that it's them thinking that. Plain and simple, I'll cut it for you. You sit there and you stare at somebody's picture and you constantly say in your mind, oh, you miss me, you miss me, you miss me. And whoever you're doing this to, whoever's picture you're doing to this to, they will think in their head that they miss you. That's telepathic compulsion. And a lot of people do this unknowingly, and it's magic. It's magic. So isn't it amazing that we actually do magic and we don't even think it's magic? Yeah. So you know how you miss an ex or something, or you miss someone and you sit there and think, oh, you're going to miss me. You're going to miss me. You're going to call me. You're going to want to talk to me. You're going to admit that you're wrong. Yeah. What you're doing is compulsion magic. You're trying to compel them to think something that you want them to think. So this person is doing a lot of compulsion magic, sitting there making you think that you were wrong for doing something, you were wrong for leaving them, and that you need to contact them, and you need to do this, and you need to do that. This is just a warning for you, Sagittarius, okay? So just be careful that the thoughts that you're having are your thoughts. So if you all of a sudden miss an ex and you want to call an ex, I'm about to say ass. Call an ass. Yeah, well, our exes are asses anyways. Just think twice about it. If you're dreaming about an ex, or if you're dreaming about certain people, make sure you talk to your spirit guides and you talk to God about that, about reaching out to them. Because I feel like this person is plotting something again. This person is upset, or even lonely, or even probably misses you. We're not going to say it's all negative, right? Because we try to look at all angles of the picture. We're not going to say it's jealousy. We're not going to say it's competition. We're not going to say it's the sore loser feeling, like someone getting left behind. Well, but people are like that. It's very rare to come across people who accept things for what they are and then just move on with it. Those people, I put them in the healed category. So if you're an individual who understands that things happen and they happen for a reason, and the reason may not be visible or understandable at the moment, but it's for the best, and then you move on, meaning you don't turn around and you don't hex somebody, you don't try to curse somebody out, you don't try to get vengeance, then you go into my healed category. But unfortunately, we do still have people that are unhealed, that believe in vengeance and revenge and hexing and cursing and getting one up on someone and competing and being jealous. And it's okay in their worlds because that's all they know. We can't get mad at them. All we can do is just say, you know what, that's all they know, and it's fine. Because that prayer, they do not know, like they don't know any better. Something like, forgive them, Father, for they do not know. That is a very strong prayer. I feel like God loves you when you say that prayer, especially over people who are hurting you and taunting you and just being mean to you. Because at the end of the day, this is all they know. This is all they've been around. This is all their brain is programmed to do. Not saying that that's a good thing or it's okay, but what you can do is you can move yourself away from these people and program your brain to do the opposite. Where this person is not forgiving you, you forgive them. Where this person is being jealous of you, you just do not care for them. Like me, for example, what do I wish for my enemies? Nothing but love, peace, and light in their lives. Because to be honest with you, without my enemies, I wouldn't be where I am. Without my enemies, I would not be doing this message for you guys. Without my enemies, I would not be teaching you guys how to forgive and why forgiveness is important and why just going with the flow is important. Why just being in tune with yourself is important. If these enemies had never struck me or never became my enemies this lifetime, I wouldn't be here teaching you this. I wouldn't be here putting this message out. Because I feel like out of all the messages I ever put out, even though this is a Sagittarius message, I think everyone can learn from this. There is a certain peace and freedom and beauty when you forgive something. Number one, you don't have any resentment. Number two, you don't have these people living in your head rent free. Okay? And I don't know about you guys, but I'd rather be thinking about other things than people that don't like me. So if you don't like me, that's your problem. That is the narrative of your story. And that's another thing you have to understand. Everybody has certain narrations running in their minds. Just like everybody has a certain version of you in their mind. The version that you really are, they don't really know. Because who you are when you're alone, or who you are when you go outside, and that representative that comes on and basically represents you is completely different. So, and then the person that you are, you know, when you had a certain experience with person A, that's that person that you are. If you had a certain experience with person B, that's that person that you are in B's mind. If you had a certain altercation with person C, that's the version of you that they have in their mind. So all of us have different versions of ourselves walking in people's minds, which we call a narrative. So people have different narratives about you than you do about yourself. And we cannot say that these people are wrong for the narratives that they have, because that's their narration. Make sense? Like, we can't tell someone, no, you're wrong for listening to heavy metal. That's their preference. You're wrong for having blonde hair. That's their preference. Oh, you're wrong for wanting to date a black guy or a black girl. That's your preference. Just like that narration is a preference inside everyone's head. So rather than you trying to fight the narration that they have, you can just keep walking and mind your business and say, you know what, how they feel about me or what they think about me is really not my business at all. That's their business. Let them be judged by God for what they think, right? Because where I come from, it's we listen, but we do not judge. But then there's certain groups I have. I do have certain friend groups where I'm like, we listen and we do judge. Because sometimes when you have your friends look at something and kind of look at it from an outer perspective, you get a better advice, a better perspective than your own. And then you're able to help, change your perspective, if anything. That's just a side note. So it's always good to have two groups. Okay? The group that is, we listen and we do not judge, right? Because sometimes people just need to just tell you how they are without being judged, and that's what a true friend is, someone who will listen to you without judging you. But a true friend is also the same person that will say, I'm listening and I'm about to judge you. You're stupid for spending that much money on that person. You're stupid for taking that person back after they cheated on you. Right? So fair? It's all fair, right? So with that, in conclusion to this is basically saying that someone is upset because of the narrative that they have in their mind of you. Now, whether you did this or not, Sagittarius or collective, whether you did this or not, that is between God, you, and that person. God is really the only one who knows what really happened. To be honest with you, everybody is a liar. Think about it. Because everybody sees things from their own perspective. Now, God, the universe, angels, spirit guides, our ancestors, they see it from that third party perspective, meaning you, my K-drama lovers will love this. My people who watch shows will love this. When you're watching a show, you have the third perspective of what's going on between two characters. So if one character is being mean to the other one and the other one is being a doormat, you are seeing it clearly, like, oh wow, she's just going off on her and she's not saying anything. You see what I'm saying? That's the position God, the universe, the angels, the ascended masters, the ancestors, the spirit guides, your passed over loved ones have over your stories. They saw what really happened. They saw what you felt in your heart. They saw what that other person felt in their heart. They saw the actions that person committed behind your back. They saw the actions you committed behind that person's back. So now whether you say you stole the cookie or that person says, no, you didn't steal the cookie, we really don't know who stole the cookie. Only the universe knows who stole the cookie. Okay? That is why it's so important for you to just leave it up to the universe. I don't know how much more I can preach about this. I feel like this is about to turn into a sermon. You do not understand how much better it is to just leave it to the universe. There we go. You hear the hounds? Even the hound is admitting it. Like, yep, leave it up to God. Like, did you like that? Out of nowhere, this huge dog just started barking. I love it. Again, you really need to leave it to God, the universe, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your ascending masters, your passed over loved ones to take care of whatever situation you're in, especially when it comes to spiritual things. Especially when it comes to somebody attacking you, somebody throwing magic at you, someone doing whatever the fuck it is that they're doing. It is not in your hand to take any judgment. It is not in your hand to take any action. For those of you who love to take action because you can't sit idle and you can't sit patiently, please tell me how that goes for you. Please. Because from experience, where I've taken things in action, into my hands to take action, it really didn't work for too long, versus me giving that action up to to the other side, like to my spirit team. We'll call it the spirit team. God is included in it. The spirit team. The spirit team takes care of it fairly. Okay? Spirit team is the best judge, the best advocator. Because they know what you did and they know what the other person did. That's why Sagittarius or whoever's listening to this, please don't be disheartened. Please don't think that it's against you, but just remember, if you did do something fucked up to someone, Sagittarius, it will come back to you. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but eventually you will suffer the cause. And same goes for the person who did something fucked up to you, Sagittarius. So if there was somebody working behind the curtain to sabotage you, to do shit to you, they're paying for it. And this is why they're mad. They're thinking that you're the one who's throwing magic at them, that you're doing stuff to them. In all reality, it's their own karma. Just like you, Sagittarius, if you kept quiet and you cut this person off and you moved on, you didn't say anything about them to anybody. You just, when people asked you about them, you just said, oh, it just didn't work out. Oh, we're just both busy, right? We're not in touch anymore. You're going to get good karma. But if Sagittarius, you sat there and you talked shit about this person, you went back and you told the whole town, oh, they did this and they did that and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. You're also going to get karma, even if this person did do something fucked up to you. Why? Because now you're carrying on the energy that this person wanted you in. So, best thing at the end of the day is don't talk shit about people, whether they did something bad to you or not. Just give it up to God and just move forward. You'll be so much happier. Things will things will work out for you even quicker. But if you sit there and dwell on what happened or what someone did to you, that's where you're going to be delaying and blocking yourself. Which brings me back to the message. So someone is being delayed, someone is being blocked because they're not taking accountability for what they did. They're pushing everything on to Sagittarius or collective, who, if you came across this video and you're listening, you don't have to be a Sagittarius. It's just that I feel like a lot of Sagittariuses are going through this. I have a lot of Sagittariuses when I do client readings for them and telling me, oh, I think this person is doing this person is doing that. Sagittarius, you're probably right, because your intuition is one thing. You're a seer. You can see things that other people can't. You can hear things that other people can. Your intuition is very sharp. And that's another thing this person keeps trying to target, your intuition. They don't like how you listen to your intuition and how your intuition is on point. So they're trying to fuck with your psyche. They're trying to make you feel that you need to doubt yourself when it comes to listening to your intuition. And Sagittarius, this is where I will say to you, meditate more, do mindful things more. Mindful things in the sense, coloring, painting, running, jogging, dancing. Things where you don't have to use your mind. That's being, it's funny because they say in order to be mindful, you have to stop using your mind. You have to kind of just let it go. Right? So what do we do when we meditate? We let all thoughts go. What do we do when we're painting? We let all thoughts go. What do we do when we're doing crossword puzzles? When we're just scribbling, we're dancing? We let our thoughts go. And that's when your intuition will get sharper and sharper and sharper. Because instead of pushing on it, it will flow naturally. So, again, to explain to you the difference between a intuitive thought versus an anxious thought is anxious thoughts will repeat itself over and over in your mind. The color is blue, the color is blue, the color is blue. No, I'm sure the color is blue, the color is blue. Intuitive thought, color is yellow. That's it, bam. It's like a lightning strike hit into your mind. You get a thought, that's it. That's it, nothing more after that. When it's an anxious thought, a thought developed from your own conscious, it's over and over and over. It's repetitive and it ruminates. Hence, anxiety. What is anxiety? When we ruminate over things. When we repetitively get stuck on things. Speaking of, this person is also having a lot of anxiety because they're seeing that whatever they're doing is not working. Okay? Some of them will try to come back. I'm talking about some Sagittarius have these people coming out of the woodwork from 2019, 2016, 2018. We're going back that far because they've been working on you so much. They've been harvesting your energy, stealing your energy. Some of you literally have someone out there that's copying you, using your energy to manifest what they want. So just to be on the safe side, I would tell you, lock your energy, seal your energy so these people are not able to get it. My favorite thing to say is whoever is stealing my energy with or without my permission is no longer allowed to steal that energy. They're locked and they're sealed from my energy. They have no access to my energy. And whatever energy they stole from me to make whatever they want to make, I pray that it gets destroyed and it fails. So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. You could use that prayer. You can come up with something yourself. It's all unique. It's between you and God. So just remember, moving forward, please keep things to yourself. Do not tell anybody about what's going on. At this point, even the people that you do trust, don't tell them anything. Because you have to understand, even walls have ears. I did this experiment just to, because I like doing things like that also because, I'm an Aquarius moon. I'm always thinking in the future. I'm always like, trying to invent different things, to go by. I purposely put out certain information while I was talking to a friend, just to see, even though the person that I wanted to hear wasn't in the room. This is how I found out that this person has a monitoring spirit. That's that. You want to find out if you have a monitoring spirit? Throw the trap out. Put some cheese in the trap. Say you're going to do something. Say you're going to do something and then pretend not to do it. Or pretend to do it. Or, say you're going to do something and then not do it. We're getting in the game where you should be able to destroy these people. So if you're a healed Sagittarius, you're destroying these people completely. This is why it's very important that we tell you, as us elders tell you, stop telling people your business. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, don't tell people till it's done. I'm talking about something little as fucking sewing a shirt. Don't show people till it's done. You want to start a business? Don't tell people till it's done. I'm talking about the day that it's up and running and you're unlocking the door to your store to walk in. Don't tell people. You're pregnant? Don't tell people. You're in a relationship? Don't tell people. I know some of you love to share everything with people. Please stop doing that. I'm talking about even over the phone, where you think no one is watching you and no one is listening. There are a lot of things in the spiritual world that can be used to come into your space to listen to what you're saying and what you're doing. Monitoring spirits. So please be careful. Please clean your space out. Please energetically cleanse your space. Please cleanse yourself. Because unfortunately, not only for Sagittarius, but for the whole collective, if you're doing well and you're a healed collective walking towards your destiny, there's a lot of people who don't want you to get to your destiny. These are the same people that have followed you for many lifetimes in previous. Because some of you are probably wondering, well, why is this person hating on me so much? The reason why they hate on you so much is because they were born into this lifetime with the same hatred they had for you last lifetime. So it's a vendetta. So say you were born in 1800s, right? 1800s you were born. 1700s you were. Okay, I'll give you a quick example. I love giving examples because I feel like it helps people break down things in their head. Say you were a slave in the 1800s and your master. Every time you try to run away, your master caught you because his entire thing was to keep you enslaved. Guess what? You guys reincarnated again, slave and master. This lifetime you're free. You're doing exactly what you need to do. Now this master, right? The slave master from a previous life is reincarnated into this lifetime with you as your boss, as your husband, as your mother or father, as your sister. Again, doing the same story, trying to stop you from being free. Does that make sense now? So people will repeat their roles. So if you find yourself having a hard time in this lifetime, think about the people around you and what role are they playing? What theme is running with them? When you start to see these things very clearly, you'll be able to play the game properly. So you meet someone, right? Things are going very well. And then a certain theme starts to arrive in the connection that you have. That theme is the same theme that was running the last lifetime you had with them. Deduce it, diagnose it, figure it out, and then see what you want to do with it. A lot of yous. There's that East Coast coming out of me. A lot of yous. A lot of yous. A lot of you guys end up getting into these relationships or these friendships and you feel burdened by them and you feel obligated to them. At the end of the day, you are not obligated to no one. You should not be burdened by anyone. And anything that makes you feel an obligation or a burden, if it's not your children, you should leave it. Because that's karma. Children are a different category of karma. Children are the karma of what you've done. So if your child is treating you a certain way, it's probably because you treated someone that way. Maybe your parents, maybe someone like that. Your children are your own karma. Many people who have children and the situations that you have with your children or the problems that you have with your children are the mirror of what you did to someone when you were younger. Think about it for a second. Look at your children. Stare at them. Go ahead. Stare at them. And now bring it back to yourself and hold accountability. I'll give you an example. So my cousin, she has a daughter. And when my cousin was younger, when she was a baby, maybe like, a toddler or whatever. I don't know, the kid at the age when kids start to talk, she used to call her mother fat. Like, Mommy, why you so fat? Mommy, why you so fat? Now, my cousin's daughter does the same shit to her. Mommy, why you so fat? And I just sit there and laugh. I laugh and she goes, why are you laughing? I said, remember when you used to tell Auntie she's fat? I was like, now your own daughter is telling you you're fat. That's just a sliver of the karma now she's getting. Whatever she did to her mother, she's getting it herself. And you know what? Our parents do say this. They do say this to us. Oh, wait till you have your own kids. What do you think that means? Whatever shit you put your parents through, your kids are gonna put you through the same shit, okay? Whatever you put someone through, your children are gonna put you through the same thing. Okay, so if you were trying to control someone, your children will do the same thing. You were trying to have, have one over someone, your children are going to do the same thing because children are your own karma. So some of us are lucky not to have that karma. And a lot of you want to run out there and have children. You guys are like, yes, give me my karma. Give me, I want to give birth to my own karma. And there's some of us out here that don't want to have children, that don't even have any desire to have children. Me, including myself in that category. I don't want to have children. I don't have children. I don't have a desire to have children. I'd rather teach others and others' children and be done with it at the end of the day. Now, most of you are going to say, oh, that's a very sad life, this and that. No, okay, fine. It's fine. It's a very sad life. It's my life. Thank you. I'm very, very sad at it. I'm good though. So with that being said, you have to understand that whatever you do, it comes back to you. And some people think that they're exempt out of this karma. A lot of people think that the way they do their spell work, they're exempt out of karma. Like I knew a person who dabbled in the witchcraft, and she always said, "Oh, whenever I do magic, I try to do it for the good of all." Okay. All right. I believe it. So if she thinks that someone stole from her and she's trying to steal whatever was stolen from her back, she's doing it for the good of all. But what if that person really didn't steal from her? What if she's the one who lost everything on her own, but yet she's accusing someone else for stealing it? What happens there? She gets her karma. That's what happens. She gets karma. Because even if she thought it was the good of all, the universe really knew what happened. That's why with people like that who steal things from you, you can easily just say, I take back whatever was stolen from me swiftly. I take back whatever was stolen from me swiftly. And whoever stole from me, may they reap nothing but tragedy. So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. Because somebody stealing something from you, number one, is not good. If they want to borrow it, if they want to know how you did it, that's fine. But I don't believe in stealing. You don't need to steal anything from anyone. You can just simply ask them, hey, how did you make that? Don't steal someone's pie. Just ask them how they made it. And if they don't want to tell you, that's their business. Right or wrong. But whoever this individual is feels very entitled, very arrogant, and very controlling. That's the type of person this is. This person has no integrity. This person holds nothing accountable. They don't hold themselves accountable for anything. They are accusing you, Sagittarius, or the collective, whoever's listening, that it was all your fault. Their divorce was your fault. Their boyfriend, girlfriend leaving them was your fault. Things not working out in their life is your fault. This is the narrative that they're running inside their head about you. And Sagittarius, you could do two things. You could do one or the other. You can be like, yeah, okay, fuck it, whatever, that's your problem. Or you can sit there and choke yourself about it. Like, oh no, I didn't mean to do it. Why does this person feel this way about me? Why would you feel that way, Sagittarius, if you know you didn't do anything, right? Because the Sagittarius that listen to me, the collective that listens to me is a healed collective, right? You guys hold yourself accountable for the things that you do, right? You apologize when you're wrong, right? You admit that you're wrong, right? You literally ask questions and you say, please tell me if I'm wrong, because I'd rather learn this than to go about thinking I'm doing it the right way. That's who's listening to me, right? Because I don't know. I don't put the energy out for anybody else to listen to me. And if anybody else is listening who's unhealed, who always blames others for things that happen, who always plays victim, I'm sorry, there's no place for you here. Because everything I say will trigger you, and then you'll end up going into your kitchen and throwing magic at me. And I'll tell you this right now, it's not going to work, because you're the one who's offended. Being offended is a personal thing. This is something that you also need to hold yourself accountable to. If you're offended, you need to ask yourself, well, why did you get offended? Why? Why did you get offended? Did you not like what you heard? Or you're not liking what you're hearing? If you simply don't like what you hear, you can just simply turn it off, go to another reader, go to another message. This is for people who actually want to evolve, who want to take accountability and say, you know what, I used to be like that, but I'm not like that anymore. Because I do believe people can change, but people change from experience. People don't just wake up one day and say, oh, I'm going to be a better person. It is experience that makes people change, whether it's good or bad. So this person is not changing because they keep running the same narrative in their head, because in their mind, they did nothing wrong. And Sagittarius, you continue doing what you're doing, making sure that you keep things to yourself, making sure you don't share anything with anybody till it's completely done and digested. It's like, don't tell people anything till you take a shit. Then tell people, yeah, I just took a shit. While you're digesting that food, don't tell anybody, oh yeah, I'm just digesting my food. When you're done in the bathroom and you come out and you flush the toilet, yeah, I just took a shit. You get what I'm saying? Because there is someone out there that is hard up on wanting to know what is it that you're doing. You know why? Because they're paranoid. They think that you're doing something to them because you're so quiet. When in reality, it's their own demons. It's their own demons. It's their own shadow that's haunting them. It's the telltale of the heart, where the guy, I think, killed his father, right? And he kept hearing the heartbeat, and he didn't want to take accountability that it was his own demons haunting him. It was his own subconscious haunting him, telling him that you killed your father. He kept thinking it was his father's ghost. It wasn't his father's ghost. It was his own conscious haunting them. So if things are happening to you and you're sitting there blaming Sagittarius for it, maybe you need to blame your own conscious for it. Maybe you need to blame your own actions for it. If Sagittarius is literally not doing anything to you, or the collective is not doing anything to you, I'm talking about not calling you, not doing any magic, not even talking shit about you, not even bringing you up. Why are you still sitting there thinking about this person? We all know you pull cards. We all know you have ways of finding things out. So why aren't the cards telling you that Sagittarius isn't doing anything? Is it because you don't want to see it? You're interpreting it wrong and thinking you want to think what you want to think? And it goes back to that narcissistic phrase, you can think what you want to think. But you know what? At the end of the day, it is true. Sagittarius collective, let people think what they want to think. As long as you know who you are, you keep moving where you need to move. And whenever you feel compelled to call someone, please pull cards. Please talk to your ancestors about it. Whenever you feel compelled to go see someone, please pull cards. Please call your ancestors on it. Because I honestly think this person is trying to compel you. Especially right now with the holidays just passed. And it's your birthday, Sagittarius. Happy birthday, by the way. You know, this person wants you to feel that you did them wrong. And how can they make you feel that way? By making you think of them. But pull cards, talk to your ancestors, have a board meeting, have a meeting with your spirit team. and see what they say. If they say go ahead and call them, go ahead and call them. Apologize if you need to apologize for anything. But if you get the answer, no, you don't need to apologize for anything. You didn't do anything wrong. You put your boundaries up. You moved yourself away from something that you felt uncomfortable from, then that's fine. But please don't go running back, especially with it being Mercury retrograde right now. A lot of unfinished business wants to come up, and a lot of within this unfinished business are people who are jealous and upset with you that you left them behind, are mad at you, that are upset with you that you're no longer talking to them. Some of them are just mad at you that you were able to cut them off so good. But I feel like that's all contractual. Everything is a contract. Every connection is a contract. Once the actions are, committed, right? The target is, the mission is targeted, it's completed, the contract is over. Why stay somewhere when your contract is over? How many people stay at a job where the contract is over? No, you move on to another job. Okay? So once the contract is over, you're out. But there's some people in the world that feel like even if the contract is over, they still want to keep you around because of what they can benefit from you, what they can benefit off of your energy. And those are the people that are upset with you, Sagittarius, because you took your energy away. Or collective, you took your energy away. Good for you. I'm going to leave you guys with that message/warning to let you know what's really going on out there. And the rest is up to you to decide what you want to do with the information that you just received. All right. Till next time, it's your girl Nosh. Hit me up for a personal reading if you want, so we can get more into it. Like I said, contact me on my Instagram or leave a message at the bottom in the comments, and I will get back to you. All right, guys, make sure you like the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and check out the other videos. All right. Take care, guys.